Hello and welcome to my channel Green Line Goddess Tarot. This is your daily reading for the 3rd of February. So we are getting closer and closer to the full moon in Leo, which is the opposite sign to Aquarius, being in beautiful Aquarius season. Really hot and humid here in Australia. February is always like the hottest and most humid month. And yeah, I'm not too good with the humidity actually. It just kind of drains me a little bit. So we have the Two of Cups. Okay, relationships. Boom, the Tower. Wow. Whew, okay. Perhaps something unexpected coming in or revelations coming in around a relationship. The Nine of Pentacles. Okay. It's like I came to this conclusion myself. So let's see. The Knight of Cups. Interesting. Interesting. And the Three of Wands. Okay. The young Emperor has come in. Gosh. And the Seven of Swords. Okay, that's the Aquarius energy. And we have the Knight of Cups, which is following your heart. So we're starting to see the dynamic between the Aquarius and Leo oppositional energy coming through here. But Jupiter is saying, don't forget about me. With the Three of Wands, I'm the young Emperor. I've got some things that I want you to kind of open up to, new opportunities. In comes the Tower, Uranus, boom. Okay, Uranus is just like, I'm going to show you really clearly what's not right for you when it comes to a relationship, a particular relationship in your life, or just how you connect in general to people, your approach to love or view of love or relationships. There's something that's coming in and it's saying, yeah, that's not right for you for whatever reason. You've outgrown that. Perhaps just showing you a very unique and different perspective when it comes to love and relationships is something that's coming in. So we have in the center the Nine of Pentacles, which is all about freedom, being very free and happy within yourself. Happy to be me kind of energy. It's like you do you, I do me, but this is happy to be me, very independent, self-sufficient, the Nine of Pentacles, whereas the Two of Cups is connected. So it might be this interesting energy where it could feel a little bit for some of you like a separation even. You know, in comes the lightning bolt of the Tower and it's like, I felt really connected to you and now I'm the Nine of Pentacles. I'm feeling like I'm in my own space, my own energy. So what I really feel like the Tower energy is doing is anything that's kind of there that is not your energy is showing you what's not yours, what's somebody else's energy, and kind of wanting to put you in this space. It feels like a clear space, this Nine of Pentacles, like I'm in my own energy field. This is my stuff. And I'm very independent. It can sometimes be a single energy. The Nine of Pentacles can be single, but usually happy to be single or fancy free, whereas the Two of Cups is in a relationship or very connected to somebody else. So I'm kind of bringing up a lot of things to do with independence, dependency, codependency, all this sort of stuff coming in, whether you're in relationship status. There's Uranus is just coming in and like wanting you to kind of see something from showing you a very different perspective. And this can come in with some kind of change or revelation or interesting insight. So some kind of release or revelation comes in around what's right for you when it comes to your independence and how you are in relationships and the connection between those two things. Perhaps you're too independent and shut off your heart, and they're asking you to connect to more people. Perhaps it's the other way around. You're too dependent on somebody else and you're needing more of your independent space. Either way, no matter what's happening here, whether this is like there's distance between you and somebody else all of a sudden, or this is just an insight that might not be a physical thing. Maybe it's just an insight that's coming through. It's a sense of you're seeing something so clearly here about how you operate within relationships. So it's interesting because then we've got the Knight of Cups. Whatever this is, you know, when the dust of the Tower lands, the Knight of Cups wants to move forward. And this is following your heart, having an open heart in the way that you're moving forward. And so it really is connecting to very Leo-ish energy of connecting you into your heart as well. But it is about either following a dream, listening to your heart. The Knight of Cups represents love and romance as well. So there could be some kind of interesting shift and change on that could be exciting for love and romance. This is something that could come through with this, or it could be the opposite. It could be like, I feel like this has totally been shaken up, this relationship in some way, shape or form. Either way, Uranus is doing its same job, showing you something from a very different perspective, showing you unearthing things within dynamics and showing you what's right and what isn't, and maybe saying, well, have you ever thought of looking at it like this way? And you're like, well, you didn't really have to come in quite so dramatically, but yes, perhaps I can look at it that way. But the Knight of Cups is heading towards the Three of Wands, which is the young Emperor. So this is the Jupiter energy. So in a way, the Uranus energy is bringing in about some kind of change or shift of perspective or insight that is kind of wanting you to open your heart towards a new opportunity that Jupiter is bringing you. So the Three of Wands, this is the young Emperor, has put lots of things out there and waiting for the ships to come back in, waiting for some kind of result. So waiting for something to kind of come back to you here, or someone to come back to you, perhaps. But the Three of Wands is saying that there is something that it's a young Emperor, so it hasn't fully developed into what it is growing into, but there's something new that's emerging here. And it's a very Aries-like energy of stepping into your power, stepping into your leadership, getting confident with listening to your heart, getting confident with asserting yourself, getting confident for trusting your instinct when something comes in. So it's kind of interesting. And then we've got this Aquarius energy of the Seven of Swords. That's Mercury in Aquarius, which is Mercury's your mind, the way you're seeing things. Sorry, that was my alarm that went off, so I'm just going to backtrack for a second. So Mercury in Aquarius is the Seven of Swords. So Mercury is the way you're thinking, your plans, your mindset. And so it's almost like Aquarius is like thinking about things differently, thinking outside the box, perhaps making new plans. So plans for the future that are coming in. So it's very like a kind of a big reevaluation of plans or where you thought something was at this moment in time. But the universe is saying, you thought you were making a plan and you were thinking about things that way in the background. Perhaps this is, Seven of Swords is a little bit, this can be somebody being sneaky as well. So the Tower with the Two of Cups and the Seven of Swords may be revelations around something somebody's doing in the background that comes out, that, someone's sneaking off here. So doing something behind the scenes that they're not necessarily telling everyone about. So that could come out with it. But either way, it's a reevaluation of where you're at this moment in time, reevaluating connections, love and relationships, and really asking you to follow your heart, what is authentic and true for your heart at this moment in time. So it's kind of tricky energy. It really can be. And I think this new moon, I keep calling it not a new moon, a full moon, because we're going to have like this fixed signs kind of fixed cross energy, and fixed signs don't like to budge or move. It's where we get into our little patterns and we don't like to shift and change. But the Uranus energy is saying something has to shift and change within a situation. A pattern needs to be broken. And so, the Tower card with the Two of Cups can also be, because there's so many different variables here, that can be falling in love, quite literally. The two people are falling, and the Two of Cups represents love. Release of the Tower is crumbling, so the defenses are crumbling and you're connecting to love in some way, shape or form. So either way, you're connecting into your heart. It may just be that the things that you have built in your life around your heart, Uranus is coming in and saying there's something that might be like a comfortable pattern that you're in around that, but perhaps showing you a different way, or sometimes the Tower is like enforcing a different way upon you. So like I said, it's tricky energy. It can be with all these fixed signs and things needing to budge and move and stuff like that coming in, but it can also be an exciting time for love and romance. So there's just so many different unpredictable with the Tower. Whenever the Tower comes in, there's expect the unexpected as unpredictable energy. So it can represent shocks and changes. But ultimately, I like to read it as just it's Uranus showing you something from a very different perspective, like we said. So yeah, I think that we're starting to feel the kind of the complexities of this full moon, that things are starting to, is kind of showing you the higher perspective of the higher potentials of it, but it might feel a little bit bumpy along the road in the lower, in the kind of more in our human lives. Higher spiritual energy is saying it's time to move forward with your heart and your head together and bringing some kind of unity and doing things differently. But all those parts of you that are resisting that for whatever reason, this new kind of like sense of coming together, this newness of that, then the old patternings will go, no, that's not how I've seen it, or that's not how I do it, or that's not how we've done it in the past. There'll be resistance. So it just depends on you and what's going on. But this is where we're seeing that there's potential changes when it comes to relationships or how you're perceiving relationships coming through. So that is the message for the day. Looking forward to seeing what is coming in tomorrow.